All right, we have a question before us which says that we have to solve for the value of x in 9x squared plus 2x equals 4x plus 1. All right, a critical looking at the question before us shows that this is actually a quadratic equation. Now, how do we know? We know because the highest power of the unknown here is 2. So the highest power of the known, as you can see here, is 2. That's how we know that it is what? A quadratic equation. And to solve this, we have to let this question appear in the general form of a quadratic equation, which says that the general form of quadratic equation says that let's say a x squared plus b s plus c equals 0. Yes, where a, b, and c are constants. So before we can solve this, we have to make this question to be in this form. To do that, we have to move everything on this side, on the right hand side, to the left hand side, so that we can have just 0 left at the right hand side. Let's go. Doing that now, we have that 9x squared plus 2x. This 4x has a positive sign by default before it. So for it to cross, it becomes negative 4x. So negative 4x. Likewise, this is plus 1. Crossing becomes minus 1. All right. This equals 0. Simplifying, we have 9x squared. These two terms are like terms, so you have to simplify them. 2x minus 4x is automatically minus 2x. Then minus 1 equals 0. All right. So we now have that 9, negative 2, and negative 1 are equivalent to a, b, and c, as we have the general form of a quadratic equation. Let's continue. Now the next thing we do is let's try to solve this using factorization method. Of course, there are basically four methods of dealing with quadratic equations. The first one is a method of factorization. You can factorize. Though it doesn't apply, it doesn't work for all questions or equations. You can as well make use of the formula method. The formula, you can use formula. We can as well make use of completing the square, which actually gave birth to formula method. Then lastly, we can also use graphical method, as well as graph. All right. So for this question, let's try the factor method first. All right. To try the factor method, we have to multiply the first term by the last term. 9x squared times negative 1 will automatically give us negative 9x squared. The next thing we do now is to look for the factors of minus 9x squared, which when added must give us the middle term, which is minus 2x. Now minus 9x squared can be obtained from minus 9x multiplied by x. We can as well get this from 9x multiplied by negative x. We can as well have this by having 3x multiplied by 3x. Multiplied by minus 3x, or vice versa. Now let's look at each of these. Which of these we have its sum How does any of these sum up to the middle term? Let's find out. Negative 9x plus x will give us negative 8x. Then 9x minus x gives us 8x, just plus 8x. And of course 3x minus 3x will give us what? 0. It simply means that none of these is suitable to be used to replace the middle term, since none of this gives us a sum equals to the middle term. So from look of things, it seems this question is not possible, it cannot be solved using the factorization method. So we have no choice than to resort to either the formula method or complete the square method. So let's proceed with the formula method. And the formula method says that if a squared plus bx plus c is equal 0, that we can find x by saying that x is equal to minus b plus or minus root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right. Now, a critical look at our problem shows that our a in this question is plus 9. So our a is 9. We have a as 9, comma. Our b of from here is b is equal to negative 2. And of course, our c here is negative 1. All right. So let's clean up this. Let's clean up this. So let's put all this into the equation. So we have that our x equals negative, our b is negative 2 plus or minus our b again is negative 2 all squared. Yes, please be very careful with your signs. Minus 4 into our a is 9, then our c is negative 1. Negative 1. Close it. Then all divided by 2 into a, which is 9. Next, we simplify. All right. So our x remains negative 1 times negative 2. There's a invisible one here, so this will give us positive 2 plus or minus. Sorry, let's clean up this. So our negative 2 all squared will give us 4. This is 4. Now this is negative 4 times negative 9, that is negative 36, multiplied by negative 1, which automatically give us what? Positive 36. Let's do that here. And negative 4 times 9 is negative 36. Now negative 36 times negative 1, this will give us equals positive 36. All right. So let's continue. So plus 36 all divided by 2 times 9 is 18. Alright, so we can have this to be equals 2 plus or minus, of course 4 plus 36 is just 40, all divided by 18. Sorry, we have to move this to the next page so that it will look clumsy. This, the next page. Sorry. Okay, so all right. So that's our value of x. So our x still remains equal to. Now we can, please, before you do something here, always look at the question. If it is objective questions, find out if it is being left in sort before you rush to do something about this. But for now, we are going to solve in sordic form, in form of sort. This will give us 2. This is 2 plus or minus. Now we can express root 40 as root 4 times root 10. Yes, since root 40, so 40 does not have a square, so 40 is not a perfect square. So let's leave it this way. So all divided by 18. Now we can write this as 2 plus or minus root 4 is 2, so we have this to be 2 root 10. So 2 root 10 all over 18. Alright. Now we can factorize. 2 is common here, so we can write this as, we can write this as x equals, 2 is common, so 2. Okay, or before that, let's just find the values of x separately. So we can have this, x can be 2 roots, s is either 2 plus 2 root 10 over 18, or or 2 minus 2 root 10 all divided by 18. I think it's better this way. So we can now factorize. We have that x is either 2 is common here, so 2 comes out. 2 divided 2 is 1, plus 2 divided 2 root 10, so 2 root 10 over 2. We are left with just root 10, so plus root 10, sorry please, root 10, or, okay, sorry, divided by 18, or sorry, let's maintain the 2 into 2 divided 2 is still 1 minus root 10 all over 18. Alright, now we can go ahead to cancel. 2 here is 1, 2 here is 9, 2 here is 1, 2 here is 9. So we have it to be x. Our x remains equal to 1 plus root 10 all over 9, or 1 minus root 10 all over 9. We can leave our answers like this, or we can still go ahead to simplify depending on how the answers, how the options are being placed. Okay, we can, let's simplify further. Excuse me. All right. So we can write this as x equals 1 over 9 into 1 plus root 10, or 1 all over 9 into 1 minus root 10. Or we can even go ahead to simplify answers in decimal. To do that, we can say that this is equal to 1 over 9 into 1 plus, by then we have to find the square root of 10. Root 10 is 3.16, or 1 over 9 into 1 minus 3.16, so that our x is equal to 1 over 9 into, at the top we have 4.16, or 1 over 9 into, okay, let's do this, 1 minus 3.16, that's negative 2.16. Close it. Of course, we can write this as 4.16 over 9, or negative 2.16 over 9. So our x becomes equal to 4.16 divided by 9. We have it to be 0.46 approximate to 2 dp, or minus 2.16 divided by 9, or negative 0.24. So these are the values of x which satisfy the equation we had before. Can we go back? Let's go back. Sorry. Oh, fortunately the answer is erased. All right. So don't forget, you can leave your answers even this way. You are correct. This is correct. You can leave your answer this way. You can leave your answer in this way also. Still correct. Or in the final way we did it this way. All right. Thank you. Maybe in our next video we'll be solving the same problem using the method of completing the square. Until then, bye bye.